Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
A man is charged with child abuse after a little girl is left with bruises and a broken thigh bone. Public Health ramps up efforts to make sure local restaurants are cleaning up their act. And a Dededo family picks up the pieces after a fire ravaged their home.
Half a day, everybody, and good evening. Well, one island resident picked up his daughter from that child's grandmother, but when he dropped her back less than an hour later, that child was apparently badly bruised and beaten. James Niosi is now facing criminal charges of family violence and child abuse, both Bree as third-degree felonies.
And if his name sounds familiar, it was back in January. Niosi was arrested for allegedly lying to police. His story then was that he had gone into a store to buy a drink, but when he returned, his car was gone. So, to get police there quicker, he reportedly lied and said his toddler's daughter was in the back seat. The call prompted an island-wide search for the girl through the Amber Alert system. The child, however, was in her mother's care the entire time.
Now, bail for his most recent case has been set at $15,000. Crystal Paco has more from court.
This father of five facing serious charges.
Your Honor, this defendant's charges are very serious. One-year-old child, very vulnerable victim, serious injuries, going to require surgery, multiple injuries to the victim. There are other children in the family that he poses a danger to.
Prosecutor Peter Santos recommending $15,000 cash bail for James Niosi. The 26-year-old man was arrested and charged with family violence and child abuse, both as third-degree felonies. The alleged victim, his one-year-old daughter. Court documents state the baby girl was picked up at 3 p.m. on Tuesday. When Niosi returned the girl less than an hour later, she appeared to be bruised and bleeding. But that's not all. Court documents state the girl couldn't walk. Her thigh was swollen and painful to the touch. Doctors later determined the girl had a broken femur or thigh bone and would need surgery. She was admitted to the Guam Memorial Hospital early Wednesday morning. No word yet on how she sustained the injuries, only that she was in Niosi's care at the time. Public Defender Peter Sablan asking the court to release the defendant from jail.
He's a longtime resident. He has a job. He has 5 dependents, as he indicated. We asked for his release today.
If his name sounds familiar, Niosi was arrested back in January for false reporting. KUAM files show police were called to Fine Store in Dededo, where a man reported his car was not only stolen, but his 3-year-old daughter in the back seat. After an Amber Alert was disseminated island-wide, the child's mother reported the girl was safe and sound at home. KUAM files show Niosi admitted to knowing what he did was wrong, but didn't think of the consequences of his deception. That case, according to probation, remains active, and Niosi failed to attend his last court hearing. The court ultimately set bail at $15,000 as recommended by the government. His next court appearance is set for January 5th. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.
And we stay with legal matters as the rape conviction for Roland Vincent Borja will stand following an opinion issued today by the Supreme Court of Guam. Borja appealed his case for several reasons, among them arguing that he received ineffective counsel and that the trial court improperly replaced a juror with an alternate one. Borja was convicted of raping a 13-year-old girl, with the island's high court upholding its conviction of first-degree criminal conduct, second-degree CSC, and child abuse after finding that he could not support his arguments.
A 49-year-old airport police lieutenant wasn't filling up on gas, but filling his belly, apparently. Dean Derek Delgado was caught on surveillance camera at a local gas station along Route 10A, eating store products without paying. He was arrested for theft and official misconduct. He was booked and released.
Well, Public Health's year of inspections is certainly not over, with a week left in 2017. With the most recent sanitary inspection report, showing at least one closure and other violations such as roach infestations and other types of health hazards.
Some of the businesses on the list include Canton Cuisine and Brooklyn Kitchenette. Today, a rather unappetizing photo circulating on social media put a Dededo restaurant in the spotlight. Carmen Terlahi was on scene as health inspectors showed up this afternoon.
A photo gone viral on Facebook is what put this local establishment under public health's radar. Vaughn Cabral, manager of Josie's Special But Choice, says they took the complaint to heart.
We took it to heart. Of course, we're gonna do our best to fix the situation, to try our best to find out what happened, to find out if it was really our chicken, and if it was really our chicken, then take immediate corrective action.
Public health inspectors responding to a Facebook post of maggots found in a piece of fried chicken. Here's what they found.
They just conducted an inspection on us. We got a B, which is all right. It's not the best, but we got a B, and then it's just minor things we need to fix, minor temperature controls, a little bit of hardware issues with sinks and everything, but everything checks out. It looks like we don't have a maggot problem or a fly problem.
Vaughn says it's his first public health inspection as manager, and the officers did work with management.
They walked me through everything, walked me through what I needed to fix, how to fix it. It was very professional. Like, they didn't leave me like, oh, you did this wrong. You did this wrong, so fix it. You know, they actually helped me know what to do and how to do it.
Maggots are not to be taken lightly. Don says they are doing everything they can to get to the bottom of the customer's photo, reassuring customers that they care and their food is safe.
I want to know more about the customer story. I want to know, what our cook story is, and before we go into anything, I just want all our customers to know that we are here serving good quality food that's only getting better. That is not in our heart to harm anybody or to give anybody food that will make them sick.
Though the B rating is good news for Josie's, it still means they have to put in work to keep their food safe. Reporting for Guam News Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Terlahi.
And you can read that full report online at KUAM.com.
From inspecting health and safety to ensuring businesses are following the law, now to a story out of Revan Tax after more than a couple of dozen businesses have been fined for operating without a current business license.
It's our next report, and it is with Nick Delgado.
Catching those operating illegally.
The cessation basically is a non-renewal of business license. And
DRT Director John Camacho confirms his staff has been going door to door in recent months, making sure shops are in compliance.
Inspect, the businesses out there and that are out there, and basically we want to make sure that when we go and inspect that they have a current license, a business license. If they're saying alcohol or tobacco, that all those licenses are visible for
checking their license and more.
We not only penalize them for not renewing their license or getting a business license, but we also look at the tax aspect of it. Are they actually really filing gross receipts and paying gross receipts, and if they have employees, are they paying withholding tax, and if they're paying income tax? So
in total, Revan Tax checked out 177 businesses, and of that amount, 34 have been cited. Fines starting at $500. Camacho says for most, that's their first warning.
Strike one, strike two, strike three, and when you're strike three, you lose your license. So those are the things that we're doing, and apparently, it's working. And
as of news time, Revan Tax has not released the names of the companies that have been fined, telling KUAM they are looking into their disclosure rules to determine if those names can be made public. Reporting for Guam's News Network, Guahusi Nick Delgado.
At least one wholesale company is saying removing gross receipt tax exemptions for them and others would have major impacts on consumers across the island. This response comes after the Guam OPA crunched the numbers looking into GRT exemptions over at Revan Tax. The report states GovGuam has foregone potential revenues of $210.7 million from fiscal years 2014 through 2016 as a result of the exemptions. They recommend a need for strong oversight and review over GRT. However, Revan Tax Director John Camacho says his hands are tied from making changes as the law allows for it. Stay tuned. We are back with more news after the break.
Happy holidays!
Guys! Greetings from Saipan!
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays! Warm wishes from Guam.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. 2017 is rapidly coming to an end, and the big finish is on now. At Cars Plus in Mighty, get big year-end savings on a big selection of new 2017 Ram trucks, Jeep Wranglers, Dodge Challengers, and all Fiat models. Plus, buy from Cars Plus today and receive a Cars Plus value card, where you get 21 cents off per gallon at all Shell stations. Big savings and 21 cents off per gallon with a Cars Plus value card when you buy during a big finish at Cars Plus in Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
When you know what you want and you want it great, look no further than Ruby Tuesday's new Steakhouse Sensations menu. Choose from a 20-ounce dry aged prime bone-in ribeye or an 8-ounce filet mignon tenderloin. Either steak seared to your preference and served with 2 specialty sides like Denancy mashed potatoes, grilled asparagus, or roasted Brussels sprouts. Enjoy surf and turf and add a succulent lobster tail or tender grilled salmon fillet to complete your meal. This plus a whole lot more. It's Steakhouse Sensations for a limited time and only at Ruby Tuesday, Guam.
For 20 years, Matson has been an important part of our everyday lives. Bringing in the cars we drive, the food we eat, and the materials that helped build our homes. From caring for our land through the Adaki Itano program to generously supporting our local charities, Matson has contributed to the preservation and growth of our island. On behalf of those you've served throughout your 20 years on Guam, Kids Steve Matson.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
Welcome back to Primetime, everybody. And we brought you the story last night about a fire engulfing one family's Dedido wood and tin home, leaving them with nothing over the Christmas holiday. Crystal Paco follows up.
19-year-old Jacob De Guzman was home at the first sign of fire. It was Tuesday afternoon.
The fire started in my room. It started when I went into my room, my whole bed was on fire.
Though he and his uncle tried to suppress the flames, it was too late.
I tried to put it out with the hose right next to my house, but the fire was too big to be put it out.
The wood and tin structure was engulfed in flames in a matter of minutes. KUAM cameras catching a glimpse of firefighters working to extinguish the fire until the late afternoon hours. Though the Guam Fire Department has yet to release the cause of fire, De Guzman believes it sparked from a candle in his bedroom.
It was probably a candle or something, and everything just went up into flames.
De Guzman lives with his mother, Carmita Quintanilla, and another relative. The family have lived on the property since March 2016.
Where were you at the time?
I was in Santa Rita.
Is that where you're from?
No, I had just gone there for Christmas Day, just to get out of the house. So a lot of people are saying it's fortunate because I'm disabled, and I probably would not have made it out.
As you can see behind me, only rubble and ash remain. The family unable to return home, but grateful no one was hurt.
I just thank God that everyone's safe. That's all that matters. I'm overwhelmed. It's a lot. But I thank everybody out there because everyone's been really supportive. And I thank our community, and I really do thank everybody.
If you would like to assist the family, call the Dedido Mayor's office at 632-5203. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.
A shakedown leads to more contraband being found at the Department of Corrections. Prison guards conducted the random search in the Post 5 housing unit Tuesday. It's there they found a cell phone, 2 chargers, and a pair of earbuds. DOC's Internal Affairs is working with GPD's Mandania Drug Task Force to investigate. Deputy Director Kate Baltasar says, quote, Operation Green Vigilance is in effect and it is proving to be effective. We will continue to crack down on contraband and commend our corrections officers for all they do to detect and intercept trafficking in our facilities, end quote.
In other island news headlines tonight, the battle against invasive species rages on as Guam's governor's initiative to combat the infestation of the coconut rhinoceros beetle and little fire ant continues in the island's capital municipality.
Keani Mandiola reports.
Little critters that pose big problems. Since the introduction of the coconut rhinoceros beetle and little fire ants, the amount of green waste on our island has grown exponentially. Governor Eddie Calvo has since addressed this issue with his initiative to use air curtain burners, or burn boxes, to eradicate our island of these pests. Pacific Unlimited holds the contract with the air curtain burner, and a mobile version is available to be taken to any site where invasive species are present in order to prevent the risk of spreading the infestation. So how does it work? Matthew Sablon, director of the Department of Agriculture, explains.
It generates heat, concentrated heat, and the green waste is actually dumped into the container, and what it does, it just with the intensity of the heat, it just burns it to ashes. And the way the operator handles it is they have a water spray, where kind of eliminates intensive smoke, eliminating out of the burning effect.
And what about its impact on the environment?
The operators and the vendors, they do comply with regulations like Guam EPA, and they do have control measures on air control. So everything is a requirement with the operator. So they have that in place. There's certain ways how they need to burn, and how much heat to put into the container.
The initiative continues once again in Hagåtña. As of Tuesday, an estimate of 600 cubic yards of infested trees are to be processed. So far, no complaints have been made about the ongoing operation, according to the Hagåtña Mayor's Office. Over 1,500 cubic yards of green waste have already been eliminated. The verdict?
It burns, and it turns it to ashes. So as far as disposing it, very effective.
The operation will continue throughout the week. Plans are also in the works to continue the initiative in Hagåtña and Talefofo.
The use of the air curtain burner proves to be a rapid solution in order to eradicate Guam's invasive species. However, the Department of Agriculture hopes to find more productive solutions such as composting in the long term. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Keani Mandiola.
Well, now we go to a report that will show you just how easy it can be to reduce the carbon footprint you leave behind.
In this week's Think Green, our Carmen Terlahi shows you just how simple it could be to track your power usage online.
Think Green, presented by GPA, bringing energy solutions to you.
School's out, the kids are home, and the heat is scorching. So you may have noticed a small or large bump in your power bill. And in this instance, your best bet to manage utilities like power would be to see how you're actually using energy in your home. The Guam Power Authority is encouraging their customers to sign up with myenergyguam.com, a website to do just that. Customer Service Supervisor Elizabeth Mendiola says many customers get their bills and wonder why they pay as much as they do. They can only guess that maybe it's their air conditioning, water heater, or dryer.
What this would do would be allow you to see if you've got central air system and you leave it on 24 hours a day. It'll show you what the impact may be. If you've got split air systems or window units, it'll also show you what the impact may be on a daily basis, where the consumption goes up or down during the day.
Especially with the holidays and off-island visitors, it helps many families stay on track with energy saving.
The one gentleman that we had in the past had a problem where he was seeing a spike in his power bill and he couldn't understand. He says, every night we do the same thing, we go to bed, and in the end what had happened when you're seeing those different hours of the day, he was able to see that somehow in the middle of the night, or when the kids went to the rooms and they thought they were going to bed, instead they were using their PCs and, computers.
The system is relatively easy to sign up for. To register, go to myenergyguam.com and have your most recent power bill handy. It will ask you to establish a username and a password, and it will follow with a series of security questions in case you lose your access in the future. It will send a confirmation email, and then you'll be on your way to better tracking energy consumption in your home. For this week's Think Green, I'm Carmen Victoria Terlahi.
Think Green, presented by GPA, bringing energy solutions to you.
Sports is next, but first here's weather.
Christmas, let there be joy, and let the light shine on the ones who need it most. Let there be Christmas, so merry and bright. Let all the children be in safe passage tonight. Please, Mr. Santa, you don't know how grateful I would be. Oh, no, no.
This holiday season, GPA wants to give you the gift that keeps on giving with our Energy Sense rebate program. GPA offers rebates when you buy a qualified, energy-efficient air conditioner, washer, and dryer. Get anywhere from $100 to $800 back, depending on your purchase. Go to GuamPowerAuthority.com and click on the Energy Sense rebate program for a list of qualified vendors and instructions on how to participate in this program. Save energy, get a rebate, and make Guam a bit greener. Happy holidays from GPA.
How does tourism work for Guam? Half a day!
Half a day!
Tourism tax dollars fund improvements around our island. Tourism helps maintain our community centers and public parks. Tourism dollars are invested where it counts, promoting village shops and locally made products. Tourism keeps the spirit of our past alive through restoration of historical sites. Tourism supports environmental efforts that protect our natural resources. Tourism improves our quality of life. It helps make Guam a better place to live, work, and visit. Tourism works for Guam.
Yeah, man, we won. And to thank you all for making us Guam's best caterer 2 years in a row, we just doubled the variety of our potluck pans. Double the wins, double the pans, double the fun. At prices that are seriously affordable. Perfect for all your holiday gatherings. 12 exciting new dishes that will make you say, yeah, man. Call us today or visit our website to check out our new potluck pans. Double the wins, double the pans, more serious food, more yaman. Jamaican grill, yaman, serious food.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. On the show tonight, soccer news out of the GFA Technical Department. I have some basketball highlights from the GTA Holiday Tip-Off Tournament. That along with some tennis info from the Sheraton. Check it out. The Guam Football Association Technical Department will be introducing its new United Airlines GFA Center of Excellence beginning in 2018, replacing the previous National Academy. The GFA is looking at a new, modernized approach in order to best meet the growing demands of youth soccer athletes transitioning to elite levels. The Center of Excellence is just one of the programs the GFA Technical Department has been preparing in an effort to build a culture of sustainable success. The new Center of Excellence, supported by the Japan Football Association, will be a free-of-charge program for athletes with trials for the Spring 2018 program. Beginning February 5th, the open trials will span 2 weeks with 4 trial sessions for both boys and girls from each age group. The first week, February 5th through the 10th, will consist of the entire pool of players who register with the second week, February 12th through the 17th, reserved for the athletes who make it past the preliminary trial session and need more time for assessment. To register, an online registration form for parents is available by clicking the Center of Excellence website banner on the homepage of GFA's website, guamfa.com. The form must be completed and submitted by February 2nd. Now for some basketball highlights from the Recreation Division of the GTA Holiday Tip-Off Basketball Tournament. ASC Trust stepping onto the court to face Southwest. Algeril Grape with the pass to Alshay Grape. Nothing but net on the three-point shot.
Me drive it for free the next 3 months. At Nissan Guam, your dream has become a reality during the premier year-end event. For the holidays, you can drive away a new Nissan with no money down and not make a payment for the next 3 months. It's on the house. No money down. We make your first 3 payments. Just sign and drive away. For details, stop by Nissan Upper Kumon or log on nissanguam.com.
Say hello to the holidays with Docomo Pacific. Check out our stores today until December 31st for amazing deals. Get $50 worth of prepaid load for free with the purchase of a Figo smartphone. Up to 50% off accessories. And sign up for any Trio bundle to get a free wireless router. Plus a chance to win a 65-inch 4K TV. Say hello to the holidays with the widest 4G LTE network in the Marianas. Docomo Pacific. Better together. Some conditions apply.
Quarter pounder with cheese, now seared to be thicker and juicier. Only at McDonald's.
Attention drivers, it's your last chance to save big during Triple J Auto Group's absolute year-end clearance. Get unbelievable savings on all remaining 2017s plus many 2018s. Take advantage of our lowest prices of the year on Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Mazdas, Lincolns, Volvos, Kias, and used cars. New cars as low as $137 per paycheck, and used cars as low as $80 per paycheck. See PDN and post-print ad for details. Visit us online at triplejguam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
All right, put both of your hands together quickly because you should applaud for tonight's Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Happy birthday number 36 to Therese Jolene Napati Iglesias from your special cousin Deborah, Dar and Dee, John Paul and Juanet, Jason and Sarah, Johnny Chris and Sherry. They all say we will always love you. Viva cumpleaños to Vanji Sablan, otherwise known as Nana Digo. May God continue to bless you, says your family. We love you. Sing Guaizahao. And also happy belated birthday wishes tonight to Joshua Leo Alianza. Happy birthday, Daddy. We love you so much. Say Serenity, Jay Lee, Carmelin, and Junior.
The club is not only fun, it is guaranteed to make everybody happy. Our camera person, Whisper, having a bad day, but she is all smiles now, so make sure that you get happy too. Just register on KUAM.com and then tune in.
Stay tuned, extras up next.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion.
Hafide, everybody, and welcome to the show. The Culture Club leads off tonight's program, and we introduce you to someone who played right here on this stage on Live Local Fridays. Get a better look at Donovan Efeisen.